Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Dawn Huffy, and I am with the company called LifeWave. I'm actually a brand partner with this company. About a year ago, I learned something very fascinating about the body. I learned that as we age, our stem cells age too. So when we reach the age of 30, half of our stem cells are not working. And by the age of 60, 90% of our stem cells are not functioning. Now, it's been almost a year. Actually, on March 24th of 2023, I started wearing this X39 patch. It changed my life for the better in so many ways. But the first result that I saw is that my back pain reduced significantly on the first day. In 2019, I had a really bad car accident, and my low back took the brunt of the collision. And I could not recover from that injury, and I could not understand why, because I'm really pretty fit and active. But whenever I would have a little bump or step off a curb wrong or step in a hole or someone would run into me, I would go into excruciating pain because any little jolt to my back would just like re-injure everything, and I just could not recover from it. I couldn't understand what was happening until about a year ago when I started learning more about stem cells and how they help the body repair. It made sense because I was 61 years old when I had that car accident. I simply did not have the stem cells that were needed to repair and regenerate everything that had happened in my back. Now, over time, my back has improved so incredibly. I would say I'm probably 90 to 95% fully recovered. And when I have a jolt, I'm like, oh, am I going to be like in severe pain? And then I think, no, I'm fine. Look, I'm fine. I'm doing good. And so, yeah, because living that way for about 4 years takes a little bit of rewriting in the mind. So I want to go into a little bit of detail about this patch. This is a non-transdermal patch. That means that no ingredients go into the body. It's not like a nicotine patch. A nicotine patch, when you put it on yourself, nicotine goes into your body. It's a transdermal patch. It's transferring something into the body. But all of the LifeWave patches are non-transdermal. So if nothing, no ingredients are going into the body, how can it possibly work? I had to change that because something is going into the body, and I'll explain that in just a minute. So this is considered a phototherapy patch or a light patch. It works with our own body light or our body heat. Now, most of us know that we emanate a light. We all know that we emanate heat. As long as we're living and breathing, we are 98.6-ish around there. And so we're radiating out heat, but we're also radiating light. So if you went out at night and your neighbor was across the street and you had night vision goggles on, you could see the outline, and that's the low level ultraviolet light that we radiate. So that is how this patch works. It works with our light. So the minute we put it on our body, this patch is activated. What happens is our light hits this center piece of the patch, and then it's reflected back into the body with a specific wavelength. And that wavelength makes many, many changes in the body. And these are positive changes. Yes, they are. This center part is called a crystalline lattice structure. It's reflective. It's a lattice. So it actually is like woven so that when our light hits it, the light is reflected back into the body. Now, the ingredients that make up this patch in the center are molecular amino acids, oxygen, water, sugars, and salts. It's not like sugars out of your cupboard. No, they're molecular sugars and amino acids. And so they make up the crystalline lattice structure, and that is all reflective. And so this whole process is called photobiomodulation. And I just want to break down that big word. Photo means light, bio means the body, and modulation means to make a change. I want to give you an example of photobiomodulation that we're all familiar with, and let's use the sun. The sun is a source of light, and when it hits our skin, it makes changes. It makes probably more changes than we are aware of, but two that we are aware of is that it makes melanin so that we can tan, and it also makes vitamin D. So this is an example of the photobiomodulation, light that makes a change. So I hope that makes sense. Okay, so Elaine, I think you have like a radio on or a TV on or something. I can hear some background noise.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do. I wasn't thinking.
Okay, thank you. All right. Next, I want to show you the packaging because it is really high quality packaging. I just love it. This is the large blue envelope that your X39 patch will come in. And within that, you will get the smaller envelope, and there are 30 patches in this, so it's your 1 month supply. Also, you will get an information booklet. In this booklet, it talks about the results that you can see. We talk about the benefits and the results because when the clinical studies were done on X39, these amazing results were recorded. So the first result is rapid pain relief. That's what I experienced on day one. My pain level was probably at an 8 or a 9, depending on what I was doing. Like if I leaned forward just an inch or two, that was too much strain on my back. Like you got to lean forward to wash your dishes, just writing. So it was affecting my whole entire life. So in about 4 hours, my pain level dropped to a 3. It was so miraculous. I was sitting on the couch and I thought, you know what? I think my back might be feeling better. So I started moving around. I recognized it is better. Now, there is a reason why our pain level drops, and it is because this patch triggers beta oxidation, and that reduces pain. I wanted to share that. Some people might really like that information. Okay, the next thing X39 does is that it reduces inflammation. This is so imperative because inflammation is the driver of so much disease. And so we really want to be sure that we're bringing down the inflammation, and X39 does that. It also supports wound healing. And why does it do that? It does that because it raises our glutathione levels by 30%. Now, this is so amazing because glutathione is a very important antioxidant in the body, and it boosts up our immune system. We can look for increased energy and vitality. I see this all the time with people. I can see it in their faces, in their posture. In their face, they actually get more color. They look more vibrant in their eyes. Their eyes are open further. They stand up taller and straighter. The confidence comes up. The mood gets better. It's amazing. Another thing to look for is mental clarity. Definitely mental clarity. I just recognized something I think it was today. I've been going to these meetings to promote LifeWave and share what these patches can do for people. And usually I have so much trouble remembering people's names. And I realized that I can remember people's names just like that. And it kind of woke me up to the fact that, you know what, my brain is really working in top-notch condition, because I can just go around the table of all those dozen people and I can remember their names just like that. It's like, I love that, because it's very uncomfortable when you forget people's names when you're having conversations with them, especially, just meeting them, wanting to make a good impression. Another thing you can look for is enhanced sports performance, faster recovery from exercise, and improved skin appearance. And why would that be? That's because X39 raises our collagen levels. So we'll all love that for sure. The other thing that you will receive in your mailing is an instruction booklet. And on the last page, you will see 2 pictures. And this is showing you where to place the patches. So the first place you can put it is on the back of your neck. And if you lean your head forward just a little bit, there's a vertebrae that pops out. It's your cervical number 7 vertebrae. That's one spot you can put it, or the other spot you can put it is just below the belly button, like 2 fingers wide below the belly button. These 2 spots are recommended because during the clinical studies, these are the spots that were used. And to stay consistent with the study, all the participants use those spots. At the same time, you can put the patch anywhere on your body. If you have a place of concern, say your shoulder is really, really sore and just causing you a lot of grief, I would put it right at the point of your problem. That's what I would do. Same with the knee or with the toe, whatever, you can place the patch anywhere, because we're emanating light and heat all over our bodies. Okay, I think that's everything I wanted to show you about the packaging. Next, I want to talk about how we wear the patch. We wear the patch for 12 hours and then we take it off and throw it away. And then the next morning, get up and put a new patch on. I usually put my patch on about 9 o'clock in the morning and then take it off about 9 o'clock at night. We definitely want to give ourselves time off from the patch. We don't want our bodies to get used to it, because it will start to ignore the wavelength. Some people think, oh, if this is really making all these great changes in my body, I'm just going to wear it constantly. No, you will be working against yourself. Give yourself and your body time to rest, rejuvenate, and then just get back up the next morning and put a new one on. Okay. Now, the results that I see over and over again with people is that they just feel better. There are so many different testimonials that I have heard from people over the last year. People just basically feel better in a multitude of ways. And when people feel better, they can accomplish more, they do more. And when people feel better, they can contribute more. You can get out in the world and do more for other people, because you're not needing to conserve your energy just to do your basic daily tasks. I have several women that were struggling to even get their daily tasks done. And once they were patching, they really would say to me, look, I got the dishes done. I even did some laundry. I actually did some cleaning. And they were not even able to do more than one of those in one day. So this is like significant. Taking care of yourself is very significant. So any amount of change and improvement is such a blessing. I want to give you a testimonial tonight about Kim. Kim is in his 50s and he is the most well-known UPS driver in Northeast Iowa. Last fall, I saw Kim hobbling up my neighbor's steps and I could see that he was in extreme pain. And what did I do? Of course, I talked to him about the X39 patch. Yes, I did. Now, Kim told me that his hip was hurting him so bad. His pain level was similar to mine. It was at about an 8. And you know those UPS drivers, they are up and down the stairs of their little brown vans, and then they have to go up people's steps. They are continually beating their bodies. I mean, they have to do it. That's their job. Okay. And so after a couple times talking to him, he finally took a leap of faith and started patching with the X39 patch. And within 3 days, his pain dropped to a 3. And when I talk to him, I usually check in with people about a week after they start patching. He's like, Dawn, there's really something to these patches. I told my wife, there's really something to this. He said, my pain is just almost gone. And he was just so flabbergasted, so grateful. I just saw him the other day and he's like, Dawn, I'm just so grateful that I got on these patches. And that was in November when he started patching. Now, a few weeks ago, he told me and other people that his blood pressure has come down. Now, why would that happen? Well, the reason that would happen is because we are activating these regenerating cells that work on every system in the body. And of course, it's going to work on the circulatory system. And his blood pressure came down because, well, you can just kind of guess what might be going on. You know, the blood vessels getting cleaned up, so the blood flows easier. Yes. These regenerating cells that we are activating are the holy grail of rejuvenating and repairing our bodies. Yes, they are. So if you know someone with pain or with an illness, please get them in touch with me. Or if you're sharing this video to people that you know, just get back with the person that shared this video with you and they will help you get started. There are 2 ways that you can get started on the X39 patch. You can start as a customer. And actually, that's what I did. I started as a customer because I thought, I really want to know what this patch is going to do for me before I start sharing it with other people. Well, I had like 3 major things happen in the first 2 weeks, and I switched over into becoming a brand partner where I could share the patches and earn money at the same time, which is so beautiful. Yes, and this is a very generous company with their compensation plan. And so customers and brand partners buy at the wholesale price. And then we also are on a monthly auto ship. So you have 2 choices. You can become a customer or you can become a brand partner. Okay, so now let's see. Do you have a question, Elaine, tonight that I just love to see? Can you turn your video on? I'd love to see you. Oh, I see you.
Okay.
Hi.
I'm here. I'm
How
here.
are you?
Good.
Good. Do you have any questions for me, or do you have any testimonials or anything you want to talk about?
Well, somebody asked me, well, why would you have to use these X29s every day? Or
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
sorry,
that's okay.
X39s every day. And I just said, well, you do need sunshine every day too to keep healthy. It works on that type of principle.
Yeah, that was a really good answer. And another thing that I usually say is, this is similar to vitamin C. We can't make vitamin C in our body, and so we have to take in vitamin C. And as soon as we stop taking vitamin C, our vitamin C levels decline. Okay.
Yep.
So remember at the beginning of the video, I talked about how as we age, these regenerating cells decline. And so this technology that David Schmidt has created, he's the CEO of LifeWave and he's the inventor of these patches. They activate these regenerating cells as long as we're patching. And once we stop patching, those regenerating cells are going to decline, just like the vitamin C levels decline. And so I like to tell people this is a lifestyle change. But it is such a good question and deserves, answers. I liked your answer too about the sun. It's like we make vitamin D with the sun. And so we need to get out in the sun. I mean, we can't just do it one day and then we've got vitamin D for the rest of our lives. No, it doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
I
know everybody's looking for an easy way out,
Yeah, wouldn't that be great if we could just, do it once and be done? But I want to say, Elaine, you are looking so vibrant. I'm not kidding. From how long have you been patching?
2 months now, 2 months.
What are you noticing? I'm curious.
What am I noticing? Oh, I would say, well, I noticed when I went to the eye doctor, he thought at first I had a puckering in my eye. That was a little over a month ago. And then I went in yesterday and he said, no, it's the macular degeneration. So at least it isn't puckering. So that's.
I've never heard of puckering, but it doesn't sound good in the eye.
No, I would have had to have surgery.
Oh, okay.
So this way I've been getting shots. So, yeah.
Do you know what, Elaine? That reminds me of a testimonial. Okay. Oh, I wonder if I'll be able to find it. Yeah, here it is. Okay, it's from Brenda. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this will really give you hope that you can get off those shots. Okay, so let's see. Brenda, I think, started patching pretty soon after I did, probably in April. And this testimonial she wrote out for me in August. So May, June, July, August. So 4 months. She talked about her shoulder, how her pain disappeared. She had horrendous pain. She couldn't even lift her arm up over her head. But that all just, she said, the swelling went down and the pain disappeared. Okay. And then she said, okay, for several years, I have had to receive regular injections of Avastin in my left eyeball to save my eyesight. Is that the same medicine you're getting?
Well, they got me on another medicine now, but I was on Avastin for a while. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I've been doing this already for like about 5 years.
5 years you've been? Oh my goodness. Okay, well, here comes the good part. She said, again, miraculously, the doctor wants to take me off the injections for a trial of possibly going off injections permanently, as the recent eye scan shows great improvement.
Good. So there's hope.
Oh, yes. If someone else can get a result like that, so can you.
That's right.
She goes on to say she just had such a great testimony. She said, overall, I've had more energy and improved moods and overall feelings of well-being that I have not had for years. When I sleep, I get refreshed and experience great comfort throughout the day. Many other improvements have happened, and I really cannot number or name them all. She said, the X39 patch has really given me noticeable results.
That's great. Yeah, I can see some, but don't forget my age too.
That's okay.
And I'm going to be 83, so.
That's okay. We don't care because these regenerating cells are getting boosted up at a level that it's going to take care of lots of issues.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was glad to hear this time when he tested me yesterday or looked into the pictures. He says, it's better. the eye is better now. This left one that had the puckering. So we'll see.
Yeah. How often do you go for checkups?
Well, like it was my left eye all these years. And on this new medication, I don't even know how to pronounce it, but it's a bunch of mixed up letters.
Yeah.
But anyhow, that one I can go by every 4 months. But last month when he checked that eye, it was fine. He didn't need to give it a shot. So it's been 5 months, but he did it anyhow yesterday. But he might have just done it because he felt I better do it because it's been 5 months now, that's what I'm thinking.
Oh, you know what? That just infuriates me that your eye is better, but he gave you a shot anyway.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see next time if this goes, past 4 months, then I'm going to mention to him, you sure that I really need the shot?
And here's the thing, Elaine, you are in charge of whether you get the shots or not him.
Right.
So if you hand your power over to him and say, are you sure? You're kind of giving him the final say. You get the final say about that. If he says your eyesight is better, then you can say, well, I really don't want to get the shots. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. Exactly, because he just might be doing it for the routine.
Exactly. Yes.
You don't know. And nowadays, I don't know. I can't trust the doctors anymore. I shouldn't say that, but
Well, there has been a lot of fiasco-ness going on with the medical.
I know.
Yes. So yes. So we really, because I see this over and over with people. They're handing over their whole body to the doctor and letting the doctor choose this, and this, and this for them. And they go along with it. It's like, no, you're the final say. It's your body, not theirs. They can choose for their body. If they want to stick shots in their eyes forever, let them do it. But you don't have to.
Right. Exactly.
Boy, I get really feisty about that. I do. I really get, because I've had doctors do stuff that I said no to, and they did it anyway. And I was in such a vulnerable position that I couldn't stop them. And so I really get riled up about that and really want to help people to claim their power when it comes to their own body and their own health.
Well, I think they're trained that way too. The doctors are trained to take you, take over on you.
Yes.
Professional drug pushers.
Yes. Yes.
So you just gotta, you have your choices. You even like getting shots. If you don't want them, you just tell them you don't want them.
That's right. Exactly.
So.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm so glad you were here tonight, and I'm going to share this out on YouTube, and a lot of people are watching the videos now. So, and you can share it with anyone you want, and I'll put it in our group on Facebook so that other people can share it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had asked Amy, but Amy was busy tonight. Otherwise, yeah, I was talking to her today. So. Yeah.
Good. Okay, well, I just want to thank you for being here, and everyone else who's watching this in the future, thank you so much for being here. And okay, I think that's all for tonight.
Okay, well, thank you. Thank you, Dawn.
You're welcome, Elaine. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.